Hello there and welcome. How's it going? This is Castillo, aka the Digital Marketing Warrior. Welcome to the Digital Marketing Warrior YouTube channel, the place to come to be inspired in creating your wealth. In today's video, I want to share with you a very powerful story about what happens to us when we react in anger and when we don't let go. So if this is your first time here and you're watching this from YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out when I roll out some new content. Now, when we hear about anger, when we hear about not letting go, to most people, it's poisonous, right? But you'd be surprised at how many people don't really believe so. They think that by holding on to anger and by holding on to resentment, wishing for bad things to happen to others does us no good, and ultimately we are the ones who suffer in the end. And to tie this into what I'm going to be talking about here today, I want to share with you a very powerful story about a snake and a saw, which I learned from the Fearless Soul channel. So the story goes like this. One night after closing time, a snake found its way into a home improvement store. It found a hole in which it slithered through. Unaware of its surroundings that there was a saw right next to it, it clipped itself from the saw. Thinking the saw was the enemy, the snake attacked it with its mouth, only to cause further damage to itself because the blade penetrated its mouth. Not understanding what was going on, the snake reacted in anger. And in doing so, the snake thought the saw was the enemy. So what the snake did was it wrapped its own body around the saw, and this did no damage to the saw whatsoever, and in the end, it killed the snake. If we hold on to anger, if we hold on to resentment, to negativity, to things that have already happened to us that we can't change, we are the ones who ultimately suffer. We are the ones who get consumed by our own darkness, by our own demons. We must learn to let go of what doesn't serve us. We must learn to let go of what doesn't feel good to us. Because while we can't control what other people do, we always have a control in how we handle such things that are delivered to us. We can either choose to react or we can choose to respond. Knowing when to take a step back and respond is a power. It's a power that you have. You don't have to react. Sure, the person may have done you wrong, but have the different perspective into showing that other person some compassion. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe all of their days are bad, and there's nothing good that they can focus on. See, we can choose what to focus on each and every day. We don't need to keep holding on to things from the past that are no longer serving us. Because the truth is, the other person, the other people who have done us wrong, they're not the ones that suffer. We do. So rather than focus on holding on to that anger, let it go. You cannot change what happened already, but you can let go, move forward, and focus on creating your best life. Because when we decide to look at things from a new perspective, from a different perspective, life starts to change, and we begin to change ourselves. I trust you got a ton of value out of this video. If you're curious to know what is it that I'm currently working on, here's what I want you to do. Down below in the video description of this video, there will be a link to my #1 recommendation for mindset transformation. I want you to click on that link, opt in with your best name and email. You'll be redirected to a page with a video on it. Watch that video presentation all the way through and lock in your spot and get positioned as soon as possible. With that said, this is Mark Castillo, aka the Digital Marketing Warrior. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video today. Have an amazing day wherever you may be, whatever time that you're watching this from. I'll see you on the next video very soon. Take care.